Insane, man. It's your boy Blitz back with another video, baby. And today we're checking out the best settings of Black Ops 7. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know how you guys like Black Ops 7 down below in the comment section. And as always, I love you guys, and let's get right into these settings. Alright guys, let's get into these settings. So I use controller, obviously. I mean, if you use keyboard and mouse, then click off this video because I do not have those settings at all. But I use a tactical layout because I like pressing my stick in to crouch and to slide. I mean, I have 4 paddles, but I don't like using all 4. I can't use all 4, honestly. I was always off click a button, so that's why I use tactical. Another thing that changed from last year from BO6, or a thing that I did change from BO6, was that I used to have like a 1.63 cents. Now I use 1.7. I don't know why this game feels weird, but it's like you have to up your sense a little bit more to be able to catch up with people, I guess, because of the wall bouncing and the sliding. But I use 1.7 now. Everything else I keep off. You know, if you want to, you can swap your bumpers or your triggers. I use triggers. I like triggers better. I always like triggers. So controller vibration, there's no reason to keep it on. Now another important thing is your dead zones. So I do left stick min at 0, right stick min at 4, left stick max at 70, right stick max at 99, and left trigger is 00. The reason why I can have mines these low is because I have the ScuffVision Pro right here, and they have the Hall effect sticks, and to be honest with you, you get no stick drift at all. So if I want to have it like lower than 4, I could. I just use 4 because I'm so used to it from over the years of playing. But that's my controller settings. Okay, let's get into our aiming settings. Okay, so Sensley multiplier, leave that default. This, you know, the dynamic, all that. Custom zoom, I leave off. Target aim assist on, and then another setting that's maybe placebo or not. I don't know if it makes you play better or not, but I always keep it off, is the FOV sensitivity scaling. All right, now let's get into our movement settings. So my movement settings, I just do a sprint assist on. You know, mental assist I keep off. Mental assist I keep off. Crouch assist I keep off. Corner slice, you know, you can leave this on or off. I just leave it off. It's really up to you on that one. Wall assist, camera, combat roll, slide behavior. I use hybrid. I know people use slide only. I like to dive, so I use hybrid. You know, I've been used to it since MW3, so that's why I've been using it. Sprint restore on, slide mantis sprint on. You know, everything else is kind of like same. You know, slide combat roll behavior, I leave to tap to slide. Here's my movement settings. We need these also. I keep everything off. Single tap to run if I ever do put on tactical sprint, you know, it'll be easier for me to do that. But that's my movement settings. All right, let's get into my combat settings now. This is my aim, now size behavior and all this. I do prioritize body shield because it's honestly better than finishing move, because you could do a finishing move out of it anyways. And you get to talk trash at opponents too, so it's kind of fun. Everything else I leave on this. Combat advanced settings. You go. I do tap to reload when I'm playing Warzone. I do prioritize interact. But you guys could use anything on this. There's anything good. Just use either tap to reload or prioritize or interact. They're both good. Mental scale, so reload, I keep that on. I don't know why, I just keep it on. Independent, you know, do all this stuff. Scoreboard. That's my combat. All right, now let's get into our graphics settings here. I do full screen borderless because I stream and stuff, so it's easier for me to access OBS and everything else. You know, these are the other ones. You know, I leave in the video reflex low latency on because on plus boost just feels worse for my PC personally. I just leave it on and I like it better. Everything else, VSync is off. Custom frame rate, you guys can use mine. This is for my PC. I like it like this. Feels better, feels the best. This is everything else. Okay, now let's get into our quality. So for my quality presets, I use custom. So last year, you know, everyone used to use fidelity. But this year for some reason it looks weird. It doesn't feel right. It renders your game in weird and your frames are super low. Shout out to Parasite, but from him I got that you use NVIDIA DLSS, and honestly it's way better. You put that either on balance or quality, put it on 100 in transformers, I bet you're gonna get an FPS boost and your game's gonna look way better than it ever did before. But everything else I leave on low. Our VRAM I do 90 because honestly why not. And then target RAM and all that stuff I just leave on low. Everything is lower off. except for bullet impacts. Let me go back to that. Except for bullet impacts or persistent effects, I'll leave it on, but everything else is on low. Now let's get into our view. I use 105 for my view. I mean, I feel like it's the best. Anything over 105 just feels worse to me, or you lose your aim assist. So I just use 105. Affected wide, keep it wide. I turn both of these off because why would you have them on unless you don't want to play good. And then everything I have on least, and inverted fastball I leave off because I don't know, I'm just used to the white. Now let's get into our audio settings. Master volume I leave at 100. I turn the music and everything else off. I use all this normal, everything else is normal. Now right here, this is one thing that allows me to listen to footsteps better, and I feel like I hear more, is that left channel frequency. Just beware when you do use this or change these frequencies, it's gonna do a loud ringing in your headset. So I would advise you take your headset off while you're doing this. But these are all the numbers that you need to do for your headset, for your ears to listen better and all that. So here you go, and then on the right one, you also do the same. And then 10 and 9 sound, why would you want that on? Why want to hear that? And then hit marker preset, you can switch between classic, default. I just keep it on default. Voice chat, don't really change anything, everything's the same. But now let's get into our interface. Menu props, I'll leave all on max, skip tutorials, all that. I put that on custom. For my telemetry, I leave FPS, servers, latency, packet loss, and clock on, so I can see how long I'm playing for. Everything else is same. All this is default. Coming down to color customization, this is why I changed it. I put every single color onto like the lightest color they have, or to the darkest neon color they have, so it's easier to see in game whenever you're in the game. I put my enemy I put my enemy on pink instead of red because it's easier for me to see, and I feel like when it's easier for you to see, you're able to hit better bullets or more bullets on the person. I don't know, it's just that's how I've done it always. Filter 2, both 100 makes your game look better. Everything else I leave default. The scale, I mean, you could turn it down, you could leave it on default, whatever you want to do. It just changes your gun, that gun widget in the background corner. If you want to see that bigger, you could turn it up. If you want to see it lower, you could turn it down. It doesn't really do nothing to the mini map. Everything else, HUD bounds, turn this to the lowest so you could see everything easier. But everything else is still the same. I haven't changed anything. Crosshair, keep on static. Both of them on static. The dot scale, use larger. You can use default largest. Doesn't really matter. Whatever is comfortable to you. Crosshair color, I leave on just a regular color. And everything else is still the same. And that's all my settings. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys got something out of it. Hope you guys play better. We'll see what happens. Put the settings on and tell me how they feel in the comments below. I love you guys as always, and talk to you guys later. Peace.